Good evening, Rust enjoyers. Hope you're doing alright, 'cause it's time for the predictions video. Earlier today, we had the very first Rust of 2025, and we're going to go ahead and try and figure out of all these skins that are accepted today, which of these skins might potentially be the best investment for this week, which of these skins might help us walk away with some sweet, delicious looking profit. So sit back, relax, I'm going to start yapping. Right, so let's just get this clear. With the very first roster of the year, you should be a little bit hesitant based on the fact that we were expecting a lot of people to play today. And it just so happened we got a record-breaking number of people. The most people to have played Rust at a single time ever has happened today. And you never know, potentially it might happen again tomorrow. We'll see. But the point is, a lot of people playing, a lot of people are seeing this Rust store, and of course they're probably considering wanting to buy the skins. Last year, for the very first Rust store of 2024, we saw some pretty absurd-looking sales, didn't we? But look at the difference in terms of the skins, and you might realise, well, hang on a minute, maybe it's not going to be that bad this year, and I would definitely agree to that. However, still be a bit wary. You don't need to rush into making an investment. You can take your time, all right? The garage store still looks like it's going to sell quite nicely, so all right, we can accept that. But then you look at the SAR here and then you think, oh, well, okay then. Sorry to say, but you should be a little bit wary that over the course of the rest of this week there could be a lot more sales, so be a little bit cautious. When you're looking at all of these skins, trying to consider what potentially might be a nice investment, you don't really want to buy into something that's sold absurdly, all right? Because let me tell you, at one point, well, pretty much throughout most of 2024, all of these skins were pretty badly in the negative because they sold a little bit too much. Yes, when there was a lot of people playing for the January 2024 Force Wipe, that was perfectly fine then, but that number was pretty absurd compared to the rest of the year. And of course, be wary with the amount of people that are currently playing right about now, because of course, once we reach February, March, April, we are expecting a bit of a drop-off with the player count, and then of course we're also expecting less demand for skins, lower skin prices. Simple as. So that's a warning to all of you, keep that in mind. So as you look at all of these skins today, potentially you're going to be much better off just sticking with doing a buy order. You're very likely to be able to pick these skins up for a cheaper price some point February, March, April. Understood? All good? Right. So I'm looking at all of these skins, and I'm making considerations for what potentially might be the best investment out of all of them, and it's going to be the hammer. Yep, because of course, we just don't see that many marketable hammers, do we? Over the past 2 or 3 years, we've only had 3. So of course, you may recall, Toxic Hammer was accepted in early March 2022, and then a couple of years later almost, we finally got the Easter Chick Hammer last year, and a good couple of weeks back, we got the Gingerbread Hammer for a Christmas Rust store, and now we have the Harbour Seal Hammer, which, mind you, does look very cute, and, well, considering the price of the Easter Chick Hammer right now, which of course, mind you, is also very cute, I can't help but assume if we stick with the type of acceptances we see for hammers and, well, recently, can't help but assume that hammer's going to progress ever so nicely with a sheer lack of competition. But you never know, Face Punch could randomly change their tune and think, you know what, we need to go ahead and accept a ton of hammer skins this year. So if we see sparse amounts of acceptances, that very likely will progress and become a very nice investment. But if we suddenly start seeing like 30 hammer skins being accepted in a single year, that's going to have problems. So be wary, be cautious, but at the end of the day, it is potentially the best performing skin as an investment. I do lean more towards, I don't think we'll be seeing an absurd amount of hammer skins anytime soon, but there could still be a lot more. And when there's a lot more options, unfortunately, they compete with each other to try and maintain our interest. And yeah, when there's too many skins, that leads to problems. So, all right. If you're feeling confident, by all means jump onto it. But again, it's probably better to wait until Wednesday, look at the amount of subscribers by then make considerations. If you like the skin and truly want it, by all means, go ahead, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support the skin creator, keep them nice and motivated, keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. I'm sure you understand. But if you're wanting to make an investment, unfortunately, this hammer is not abnormal. All right, it's not abnormal. On the Wednesday night, you're going to have to make a decision whether to jump in and buy it or wait it out. I think this will do a very decent job of retaining its value. But again, the main important factor is, are we going to see a lot more hammer skins being accepted in 2025 compared to previous years? We're just going to have to wait and see. All right then, so all right, we've got that out of the way. But let me tell you now, with these remaining skins, I'm not feeling very confident. All right, the hammer was somewhat reasonable, but for everything else, I can't help but assume we're going to end up seeing something very similar to this. All right, so be a little bit wary. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at all of these skins, and I'm still thinking maybe the Abyss Thompson could work out ever so nicely, simply because I can't help but assume the behaviour of this is very easy to figure out. So you may recall, last year we had the Abyss SAR being accepted. it turned out pretty nicely. It sold like 17,000 subscribers. But when I first saw this, I instantly remembered the behavior of the AK-47. And I sat here and said, this SAR, it's come out, when did it come out? August of 2024. I fully expect it to go down a price around maybe to $1.50, $2 over the course of the autumn-fall seasonal dip. But once we reach post-Christmas, it'll rebound and go back up in price again. And guess what happened? Yes, that's exactly what happened. Sold for $3, went all the way down to about $1.80 at its worst, and ever since then it's been slowly climbing up. And right now the lowest listing is $3.60. Sold at $3, now it's listed at $3.60. And if you actually listened in and put a barter down at this price, you've basically doubled your profit already. Like, you've doubled your money. So I can't help but assume the brand new Thompson is very likely going to behave exactly like that. It's going to go down in price over the course of the springtime, so February, March, April. How low will it go? Probably between $1.50 to $2. But as we approach the summertime, well, if you can remember the summer of 2024, prices went up pretty absurdly. They did pretty good. So I think that Thompson will probably be bouncing back up in price again. And when you look at all the Thompsons that are, came out over the past year, quite a lot of them are doing pretty good at the moment. Now, of course, not all of them, and we do remember we did get quite a lot of Twitch drops and whatnot, but that's still looking quite appealing. So, okay, fair enough. You don't have to go all in, and I am sitting here saying you're better off with a buy order, but yeah, at the end of the day, if you like it, buy one for yourself. But if you're wanting to make an investment, that is abnormal, and we can chase after that next Wednesday. Looking at the remaining skins, I'm making considerations. I think I'm going to talk about the tire bandana and poncho. Now, again, I do believe this will go below its rust price. I'm pretty confident in that. But what I'm definitely hoping to see are continuations, primitive collection continuations. We have a bandana and a poncho, but could we see a boonie hat? Could we see some hide boots? Could we see some burlap clothing, some hide clothing? Will we get a full collection? Last year, at the very beginning of the year, you may recall we had the Curse collection. And then that progressed into a much larger collection, and right now it's doing pretty good. It essentially became a full proper collection. Cool. But the amount of sales is still impacting the poncho here, and throughout all of the 2024, it was affecting the bandana as well. But now it's doing all right. So do take that to consideration. However, these skins here, they're really not selling that much. It's been about several hours since the Rustle rotated, and yeah, they are not selling like hotcakes. They are not selling crazily. So, if it's a bit more grounded with the amount of sales it has by next week, that's fine. Also, both of these are abnormal, but still, I think doing a lower price buy order will definitely lead to some success. So we'll consider what we want to offer next Wednesday night. We'll leave it at that. I'm looking at the remaining skins. I think now I'll talk about the pie box, all right? So this is not abnormal. That's a bit of a problem. Selling at $1.49, that's totally okay. But will this work out perfectly fine simply due to the fact that it's pie? Oh, wow, pie. Everybody loves pie. Surely you need pie in your life. Well, number one, this is not abnormal. I've already said that. It's not a glow-in-the-dark skin. It doesn't glow. So that potentially might be a bit of a problem for a lot of people because, of course, when it's nighttime and don't have any electrics on and whatnot, you want to be able to see your skins. You want to be able to know where your large boxes and small boxes are and whatnot. That might be a bit of a problem for some people, understandable. But, I have looked in the past and seen some other small boxes that are accepted that are food-related that worked out quite all right. Pizza box, you may recall that. So here we go. Yep, that's perfectly positive at the moment. But, yeah, there's nothing else that really compares. And when you look at all the, the small boxes that came out in 2024, pretty much every single one of them is in the negative, except Ultramarine. But Ultramarine's kind of special. But all of these, maybe we're better off just stick with a buy order. Maybe we just do like a $1 buy order. We shall see. But it's not abnormal, so do take that into consideration. But surely you love pie, right? Feel free to comment below if you like pie. Right, cool. So we got that out of the way. Now I can talk about the Legacy Kevlar backpack. Oh, the timing. Oh dear. So this got accepted just a short while after the Blackout backpack got accepted. Cool. Good job, Facepunch. Thank you very much. That did 55,000 subscribers. At the current rate of sales, this is going to probably do between 25 to 30,000 sales. We shall see. But yeah, big problem for that. And if you go ahead and look at the front page of the Steam market, it was there earlier. The Blackout backpack was on the front page. People were dumping them. That is becoming a problem now. And if the Blackout backpack starts getting cheaper, I can't help but assume it's going to affect the Legacy Kevlar backpack as well. I can't help but assume, but I'm pretty sure people would prefer Blackout over Legacy Kevlar. Don't want to sound mean, but yeah. So I also can't help but assume in the future we're going to see a lot more black backpacks being introduced. Do not be surprised by that in the slightest. So, okay, you are what you are. Legacy Kevlar, though, it's not exactly like not in demand. I should point this out. Quite a lot of the skins here are doing perfectly fine. It's just unfortunate that some of them sold a little bit too much compared to the rest of the skins, and they're struggling pretty badly. But that's a full set right there, and I'm sure people will appreciate it. But again, if it's going to end up competing with Blackout, and then there's more black, backpacks being introduced in 2025, there will be problems. I doubt it's going to retain its $2.49 price. At the very least, it is abnormal. We can wait until next Wednesday and make considerations, but I'm definitely leaning towards kind of hesitant with it. And then I'm going to go ahead and talk about the garage door. Garage door looks lovely. Garage door looks very impressive. I'm not surprised to see it sold so much so far, but this is the first garage door of 2025. Do you not expect to see a lot more? How many garage doors did we have accepted in all of 2024? A record-breaking amount last year, 34 in total, including Twitch drops. So just be very wary, right? This is selling quite a lot. We are expecting even more garage doors throughout the rest of this year. And remember, it's just the very beginning at the moment. That might be very special right now. Will it be very special throughout the rest of this year? Will we even get a collection continuation? Will this even spawn a proper collection? I don't know. But at $3, I am questioning it a lot. And I just can't help but assume I could probably pick that up for half the price at some point in the future, all right? Special now. Will it remain special forever? The current position that we're in, I'm having doubts, all right? By all means, if you like it, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support the skin creator. But if you're wanting to make a good investment, wait until next Wednesday. We'll do Bardos first, and then we'll make considerations afterwards. Sounds good? Cool. And then with the remaining weapon skins, I'm just going to do 60 cents to 80 cents for both of them. Sorry to say, but they don't stand out as much as they would with a lot of other weapon skins that come out in the past. Just being realistic, I know people's behaviour as of recent. I just can't help but assume they're not going to get remembered. They'll be neglected, and then the price will just suffer because of it. Don't want to sound mean, but it's happened many times over the past year, and it will very likely happen all over again over the course of this year. So 60 cents to 80 cents for the both of them, and that's it. So let's now talk about post-Christmas 2025. Clearly, you can see the player count today has been absolutely absurd by breaking the all-time peak player count, and now we can talk about the prices. So on the front page, you might notice there's tons of Forest Raiders, whiteout alternatives, blackout alternatives, and whatnot. Everybody is buying out the meta skins, but they're also buying out most skins in general. Most skins right now are going up in price ever so nicely. So you now need to go ahead and look at your Rust inventories. This account doesn't have many skins, I know. But the point is, still, go look at all your skins, look at the prices they're selling for, and make considerations. Do I want to sell now? Because remember, it is expected that they're going to go back down in price around February, March, and April time. Maybe sell now, wait another couple months, and then go back and buy them again. You'll still have your profit, but you get your skin back. It's a good consideration. So it's up to you, but if you're an actual investor, you've probably accumulated a lot of skins over the past year. Now is the time to sell, guys. Now is the time to sell. Sell all of them or sell some of them, because, of course, don't forget, we do have the summer of 2025 as well to look forward to. And if you've looked at the recent blog post that was posted today, they have basically announced, or rather officially revealed, that they are working on the jungle biome, which is seen just over to here. If you go to forwards, they mentioned they're planning to introduce some new cooking mechanics, and they quite literally announced the jungle biome with dangerous animals such as the crocodiles and tigers. Yes, crocodiles and tigers confirmed. So yeah, a brand new biome, and you also might notice they're talking about the medieval update next month, the primitive update. Sorry about that, primitive update next month. You can see the armor DLC, night armor DLC is right there in front of you. Pretty sure that's what it is, but you might notice, where's the clothing? Where's the hoodie and pants? Well, it's not there, is it? So we're going to get some brand new special DLC armor. Perhaps you might want to consider looking up night hoodie and pants and see what's available, because potentially that might be a very nice investment. Just pulling it out. So, yep, that's the interesting things to look forward to. And at the very least, keep an eye on the commits from here and now, because, of course, who knows what else is going to get worked on. Face Punch right now is currently on break. As I said earlier, pretty sure they pre-planned all the Rust doors a month in advance. So, yeah, next week, hopefully we'll see some very interesting skins. And if you want to be aware of all the new skins that are submitted over the past weekend, please consider watching my Rust Workshop skin checks. You can see all the collection continuations are listed here in the chapters. It's very easy to just quickly read, notice the skin that you like, and then skip ahead to it. The choice is yours. And with that, guys, Thank you very much for watching me throughout all of 2024. Let's go ahead and try and get some sweet, delicious profits over the course of this month, and look forward to seeing what potentially is accepted in the future throughout all of 2025. Also, guys, I'd like for you to consider voting for the Skin of the Year in 2024. Yes, I've set up a little event of sorts. Basically, I asked everybody for some recommendations for what they consider were the Skin of the Year, and we are now down to the final 8 finalists, as you can see right here in front of us: Ramen Garage Door, Thundergold Tier 2, Frog Chair, Flashbacks Hoodie and Pants, Harbour Seal Rock, Respawn Allegory Fresco Rug, the Easter Chick Hammer, and the Neon Dragon Garage Door. These were the skins that were mentioned the most, and now it is time to go ahead and vote. So, if you were to look in the description right now, you'll see the link to the form. If you were to click it, it will navigate you to a special website of some sort. Now, please be warned, you probably don't want to stream because it will showcase what you're signed into, your email. But yeah, you will have to supply an email as you make your vote, because that's how it just kind of makes sure people aren't using multiple accounts and, voting multiple times. Don't do that. Let's try and keep this nice and sincere. So look at all the skins and vote for one that you truly believe is the skin of the year for 2024. And if you want to get a better, closer look at those skins, consider watching my video over to here, Rust Skin of the Year 2024, vote now. Thank you very much for watching me once again. Catch you later. Sing goodbye.